Hey everybody, welcome to Facebook New York. I'm David Blaine. Tonight I have a show that I've worked on for quite a few years called Beyond MaGic. It's at 10 p.m. on ABC. I hope you enjoy it. It is a dark show, so do not watch it with children, please. And we'll start with some of your questions. So the first question is, what can you tell us about your upcoming ABC special? I think I answered that. It's a dark show. It has lots of amazing people reacting to these really strange things that I've been doing, and I worked really hard on it. I just finished putting it together yesterday. What's the next thing in MaGic that you're excited to work on? That's a good question. I'm working on doing my first tour, and it's going to start in America and it'll become a worldwide tour, and it's going to have everything that I've worked on my entire life, including death-defying stunts, MaGic. It'll be like mini TED Talks all strung together, and it'll start in an experimental MaGic way, small, and then I'll start to add more dangerous things to it as I start to feel comfortable with it. Are there any new stunts you're planning? Any new stunts that I'm planning? Oh yeah, there's a really good one that I'm working on. It'll be in New York City soon, and it's my favorite one so far, and I hope to pull it off. And I'm not going to talk about it because then you talk it away and it doesn't happen. What's your favorite animal? That's a good question. Favorite animal? Favorite animal? There's so many, but okay. You know, I used to have a pet alligator, so he was kind of my favorite animal. And they're pretty amazing because they're, you know, after hundreds of millions of years, they haven't changed at all because they're so perfectly suited for survival. So that's one of my favorites, but there's so many. Richard Wilson asks, what celebrity freaked out the most in this new show? That's a tricky question because there's so many different reactions from so many different people that I just love. So it's hard to, but I would say the scene that Drake helped me put together was probably one of the craziest scenes in the show. What's your favorite food? There's a little pizza place in Brooklyn called DeFara's Pizza, and I dream about it whenever I'm doing these deprivation things. So currently I'm dreaming about it. Grace Lisa, hey Mr. Blaine, are you into meditation? Would that be useful in MaGic? And I do think it's very important to sit still sometimes and unwind and think. Usually the only time I get to do that is during an actual stunt. But yeah. What's the funniest thing that you've read about yourself? There's lots. Today there was somebody on Twitter that called me Willy Wonka on Quaaludes because my voice is so slow. Daniel Schwartz, how long does it take you to master an illusion? I don't feel that it's ever mastered, so it's always a work in progress, and I'm always stumbling and messing up and trying to correct as I'm going along with almost everything. Janine Arcanet Kelly, besides MaGic, what do you do to relax? Thank you, Janine. She says you're the best at the end. What do I do to relax? Think about MaGic, do MaGic, hang out with my daughter, those things. Yeah, and do MaGic with my daughter. If you could do a stunt anywhere in the world, where would it be? The one place I've actually haven't been to yet that I would love to do something is India. It's so spiritual and amazing, and yeah, that would be incredible. What's your pre-stunt ritual? So I become very superstitious usually as I'm getting closer to a stunt, and I become very almost OCD. Like I'll start knocking on every piece of wood. I'll start like, you know, counting numbers. I start to prepare myself mentally to be able to finish the challenge, because usually I set the bar so far for myself that if I'm going to do, let's call it, you know, 16 minutes of a breath hold, I need to get to the 8-minute mark first, so I'm halfway there, and then I start fresh, even though I'm still underwater holding my breath, to get to the next 8. And then, so if I'm running on a treadmill, or if I'm doing anything that I set a goal, so I say, oh, I'm gonna run a mile, I just make sure that I don't quit until I get to like 4 miles. You know, I just go past it and past and past and then that kind of sets the tone, so when I do the actual stunt live, I'm ready to go past the breaking point. And they do say that we use only like, you know, 20% of our capacity to do anything. So it's like we have this reserve that we don't even tap into before we break. Simone Timpanaro asks, what would you think of yourself if you were a spectator? Wow, that's a good question. If I was, I'd think, what a weirdo. This guy's really bizarre. But I'd like watching. It's fascinating, I guess. I go, maybe, and I'd also be tweaking it too. I'd be like, well, maybe, and I'd talk to the guy. I'd be like, you could do this a little better. You could fix this. Evelyn Flores says, which historic magician influences you the most? Pretty much Houdini, but there's lots of incredible ones that have influenced so many different things that I've done. There's a guy named Mac Norton, who was a human aquarium. Haji Ali, he was a human dragon, and just there's so many, and just incredible cardicians and technicians, and lots. Richard Wilson says, do you ever work with other magicians? Always, and that's part of my new show. For the first time, I'm actually showing you how I work with magicians at my studio to work on new routines and ideas, and it's pretty funny. Dion Sanchez, out of all of the places you've been, which is your favorite to perform magic in? You can't, it's hard to pick out because, but you know, well, sometimes magic happens when you didn't mean to, and that's when it's the best. And I'll give you an example. So it was one of the coldest days in the middle of, I think, February, a couple of years ago, and we were driving at 3 a.m. I was in my friend's, what was the mini, the little mini car, I forget what it's called. And as we're driving, we're stuck at a light, and I see a car at the next light, but it's parked, and I see 3 people trying to open the door, and it's locked. They can't open the door, and it's freezing out, and you can tell that they're miserable. So as we're driving up, the light just changed. They're parked on the side. I jump out of the little mini cart my friend was driving, and I grab their door handle, and I just pull the door, and it opens. And at that moment, they're shocked and they're freaking out, and then they realize that it's me, and they're like, "What the fuck?" You know, they're going all crazy. And basically, I just assumed that they probably unlocked it and it was probably frozen. So I just, you know, but that was the best magic scenario. Michael Pandolfo, have you had an experience while performing that has truly affected you? Yeah, all the time, and usually that's when I visit, you know, underage prisons or hospitals or burn units, and it's always like very, very moving and incredible. If you could only have one possession in the world, what would it be? Obviously a deck of cards. Second to that, a material possession, I'd probably have like a motorcycle or something. Sydney Gavin asks, what is your all-time favorite movie? All-time favorite movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I think. Yeah. It's a hard one because there's a lot. Chris Cloud, is there anything you are afraid of, like water or heights or insects? I was horrified of insects forever, And then I went to Botswana, Africa, and I was in this tent by myself in the middle of the jungle with all of these hippos walking around the tent in the middle of the night, and I know they can just chomp you in half. So as I'm laying there kind of just patient, still, and trying not to make too many sounds, there's all these spiders and bugs all over the tent, so I bonded with them and have never been afraid since. So we'll take two more questions from you guys. Dean Boudreau asks, will you write another book? Mysterious Stranger was awesome. Thank you. I'm currently working on a book, and it's about the mind of a magician, meaning the things like logic puzzles and math and all the things that drive me as a magician, that excite me, that are similar to magic but not. And we're working on it currently. It should be out in like a year. Well, maybe before, well, okay, we'll do one more. What kind of music do you like, David? That's by Edwin Gonzalez. I mean, I kind of like everything. So I like hip hop, country, rock, classics, classical, you know, everything. One of my favorites of all time, just John Lennon, just kind of touched a chord, but the Beatles, obviously, and then Biggie, Drake, you know, just, yeah, the Rolling Stones. So there's just so many different things. And Fiona Apple, and I listen to their stuff over and over to get inspired before I do stunts and things like that and when I'm training. Do you guys want to you want to see something? Yeah. Yeah? You seem super excited. You guys want to come closer? Come, everybody come. Yeah. Everybody, no, come. So you guys should all, no, come, like come in, yeah, like come, tight, good. Who knows how to shuffle? You? You want to shuffle right here? You could shuffle them face up so everybody could see them. I also have this die with me. Can I give you the die? Yeah. Yeah? And just make sure all the sides, all different, 6 sides, you know, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Good. You're gonna roll it so no one can see it, and then you can turn it but hide it so no one can see, no reflection, nothing, and keep it hidden. And then what I want you to do is, without letting anybody see, I want you to just peek the number on top, but make sure no one can see. You got it? Mm-hmm. Is that fair? Yeah. No one saw? Mm-mm. You're sure? Yes. Okay, good. So now you're gonna keep that hidden at all times, okay? I'm going to take this little group, and can you try to see one of the cards inside, not this one, if you can? Was it too fast, or do you want to try one more time? One more time. Yeah, I could tell you were uncertain. Yeah. So here, choices. Here, so you know what? Let me give you these, and here, I'll do this. Not this one, but okay. If you can get one. Yep. Too quick? Nope, got it. You have one? I have one. You agree nobody knows what you're thinking? Just you, correct? Mm-hmm. We're going to have a few of these chosen, so we're going to have a few cards chosen. It shouldn't be at the bottom, nor should it be at the top, so we're not going to take from bottom or top. Here, wait, as I shuffle, you know what we'll do? Now I really don't know. What's your name? Kevin. Kevin, I want you to take a card out, but don't look at it, and just put it down right here. Anyone, doesn't matter. And place it down, face down, right here. Good. Can you take one, put it down face down, doesn't matter, and put it right next to it? Can you take one, put it down, face down? Good. Can you reach in, take one, put it down, face down, don't look at it, great. Good, I need two more. Can you choose one, put it down next to it, great. And then one more, you choose one, put it face down right next to it. So we chose 6 cards. You thought of a card, correct? Mm-hmm. She has a die, she shuffled it, right? She mixed a die up. Whatever the number on your die is, we're going to count. So if it's a 1, it would be this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? Mm-hmm. Okay, but first, can you say your card out loud? 6 of hearts. The 6 of hearts. That's the card you were thinking of. If you're not sure, you can change. Is it 6 of hearts? Yeah. Can you tell everybody what number you rolled on the die that you've been holding? 4. 4? So can you put your finger on the 4th card and let me see the die? Is it? It is a 4. Okay, put your finger on the 4th card. Yeah. And you said 6 of hearts.
Yeah.
So if you would have rolled a different number, you know, it might have been this, or this, or this, right? Or this one even, or that one. But you rolled a 4. Show everybody what card. Oh, well, close. I mean, it was almost it. It was a good try. No, but the truth is, you see how the ace really looks? Like, if you look at it, see how it really looks like, here, watch. See how it looks like the 6 when it moves, kind of? See that? See how it sort of resembles it? Unfortunately, we need to try one more to redeem that. Let's see if we can completely do another one that does not work. That's a work in progress. Let me try. So here's the idea. 2 people are going to choose cards, and you can see that they're all different. Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's the idea. Maybe, who's going to help with this? But you know what? I'll have 2 girls. Do you want to come a little closer even? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Good. So you choose a card and don't look at it. Choose one, don't look at it. Good. And can you choose a card and don't look at it? Don't look at it. Doesn't matter. So you both chose a card. Mm-hmm. Can both of you maybe let them see your card, you let them see your card, but don't intersect. So you don't let them see, you don't let them see. So show it so just they can see it. Is that good?
Should I see it?
You should absolutely see it, and you should see yours.
Yeah.
Okay, and just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Okay, and put it in. Good. And mix it up a little bit. Yeah, however you want. Good. And can you slide your card wherever you want? Inside? Good. Yep. Perfect. And can you mix it a little more? Sure. Perfect. Now what's going to happen is this. If this works, which I have no idea if it will, and it's not like, you know, every card is different, you're going to choose a card. Yeah, again. That was so exciting last time. So you're going to choose a card, and it doesn't even matter. If that's a card, it makes no difference. So you're going to choose a card from the deck, and you're going to decide whose card it is. So it's either going to be her card or her card. You're going to decide.
Right.
And you're going to hand that person the card. But before you turn the card over, you can change your mind. So until they turn the card, it will never be that person's card until the end. So look here. So choose one, but don't let anybody see it. Don't let anybody see it. Now hold on, I want to say one thing. It's possible that maybe I controlled you or something like that. It's possible, because maybe I made you take one. If you want to change, you can. Nobody changes, but if you want to, you can.
Well, now I want to.
Okay, sure. So put it back in, and you can. It doesn't make a difference. That's my point. And I'll even mix them a little more. Okay.
Okay.
So again, touch one. Don't let anybody see it. Whatever you want. Now don't turn it over. Mm-hmm. But if you want to change again, you can.
No.
Okay. So you chose a card, then you changed your mind, then you took this card.
Yes.
They're both thinking of different cards.
Okay.
You're going to hand one of them the card,
Okay.
face down. And then whoever you hand it to, when they turn it over, it will be their card. But if you hand it to her or you hand it to her, they can switch to the other person. And you can switch back and forth as long as you want. They decide. But whenever the person decides to turn it over, it will be that person's card.
Okay.
So you can switch as much as you want until you turn it over, and at the final decision, it will be that person's card. So hand it face down to either one.
I'm gonna keep it.
You're going to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not sure, you can change. It's up to you.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do it.
You're going to keep it? Can you say your card?
Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Do you want me to flip it?
Sure, if you want. What was your card?
2 of clubs?
Oh, it's a good thing you didn't give it to her. Wouldn't have worked.
Oh my god.
Can you take the queen and turn it face down? She's now holding her card. She is now holding her card.
Is there a way to flip it?
It's up to you. She's holding her card. That would have been good, though. No, when I say she's holding the card, I don't mean you. I said she's holding the card. The queen. Look in her hand. See, there's a card in her hand. What is it? What is she holding?
2 clubs.
2 of clubs?
Oh my God. Is that your card?
Yeah. That's it.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'll leave those here for you. Thank you very much. Well, thanks for watching, and try to check out my show tonight. Or if not, set your DVRs and watch it in the future, and then you could rewind it and see all the things that were that were funny. Thank you.